Over the past few years, a lot of people have been waiting for the housing market to crash. Maybe it's because we're still haunted by the Great Recession back in 2006 and 2007, when home values were absolutely cratered, leaving homeowners burned, equity gone overnight, and memories that haven't faded. It was the worst housing downturn since the Great Depression. So naturally, when we see rates rise, a pandemic could happen, or hear a bubble thrown around. Many people assume right away that a crash is just around the corner. But here's the reality. Despite these fears, the housing market has proven time and time again how resilient it actually is. We've seen surveys after survey at the end of 2022. At 41% of Americans thought home values would drop in 2023. In 2023, 44% thought it would happen in 2024. And even more millennials, at 52%, felt convinced that an incoming collapse. And yet, the crash hasn't come. Values were holding strong, and there's one key reason for that. There simply aren't enough homes for sale. Now let's break it down. Before the Great Recession, active inventory ballooned to unsustainable levels. Back in 2006, inventory peaked at 16,000 homes in Orange County. In 2007, that number climbed to even higher at 17,000 homes. Compare that to today. The peak inventory in 2023 was just about 2,400 homes, and this year in 2024, there are only 3,600 homes. That's a massive difference. Even before the pandemic, the 3-year average was around 7,000 homes, a far cry from what we're seeing right now. Housing inventory is historically anemic. A pandemic didn't even bring fewer listings. It locked people into low mortgage rates. Homeowners don't want to give up their 2 to 3% fixed rates for today's higher rates. So fewer homes are now hitting the market. In fact, as of today, there are 3,000 active listings, 40% more than last year, but still 64% lower than the pre-pandemic average, around 4,900 homes. Now, taking a look at the demand in today, here's where it gets interesting. Yes, demand has softened. Mortgage rates skyrocketed after the Federal Reserve raised rates repeatedly from 2022 to 2023. Higher rates slow down the number of buyers because affordability takes a hit. Now that's natural, but supply has fallen even faster, and that keeps values stable. Take the expected market time as an example. This is the number of days that it takes to sell every home at the current buying pace. During the recession, the market has flooded with inventory, and the expected market time soared to over 400 days. Today, the expected market time is only 70 days. Last year, it was only 59 days, and the 3-year average before COVID was 87 days, slower than what we see now. Even though rates remain high, Orange County homes are still selling faster than they did back then because the inventory shortage keeps supply tight. It's basic economics. When supply is low, the demand still exists, and prices don't crash. And here's another question: why values aren't dropping? Well, even in today's high rate environment, home values continue to rise. According to the Freddie Mac's House Price Index, the Los Angeles and Orange County metros saw 6% year-over-year growth through October. In 2023 alone, home values rose 8%. This happens because of the strength of the housing stocks today. Unlike before, homeowners now are qualified buyers. They have strong credit, stable jobs, and locked-in low fixed mortgage rates. There's also an incredible amount of tappable equity. Homeowners can borrow against their homes while still remaining 20% equity. Many are even mortgage free. A record number of homeowners own their homes outright. Now, put simply, the US housing market is built on much stronger foundations than it was during the Great Recession. Now we're going to take a look in the luxury market trends. Now let's talk about the luxury market, where that's just a big piece of Orange County's housing picture. Homes priced about $2 million make up the top 10% of the market, and we've seen a slowdown here recently. Luxury inventory dropped from 1,000 homes to 991 homes in just 2 weeks, and that's a 10% decline. Demand in the luxury market has also dipped, with 31 fewer pending sales, down 13%, bringing the total to 207. This shift has caused the expected market time for luxury homes priced above $2 million to increase from 138 days to 144 days. But year after year, luxury inventory is still 33% higher, and demand is up to 56%. For homes priced between $2 million and $4 million, the expected market time decreased from 104 to 76 days. Higher priced homes saw mixed results. Those between $4 million and $6 million improved, dropping from 182 days to 106 days. Meanwhile, homes above $6 million saw an increase in the expected market time at the 380 days. If you're a seller in that price range, you're looking potentially in closing in December 2025. Now here are the final thoughts why there's no crash coming. Now here's the big takeaway. A housing crash like the one in 2006 simply isn't going to happen. Inventory remains far too low, and demand, while not as robust as it was in the recent years, still outpaces supply. The market's fundamentals are healthy, homeowners are financially secure, and the housing market stock is strong. Sure, demand has taken a seasonable dip, but it dipped by 4% in recent weeks, down to 1,300 pending sales, but it's still 18% higher than it was last year. Compare that to the pre-pandemic COVID levels when the average was around 1,700 pending sales. It's clear that demand has softened but not collapsed. The bottom line, the market is resilient because of supply, strong homeowners, and equity-rich conditions. So while fears of crash might dominate the headlines, the data tells a very different story. Home values aren't dropping, they're holding steady, and in many cases rising. And that's what I have for you guys today in this video. If you guys do find this video super informative, hit that like button below and drop a comment down below what you think or what you feel about this housing market here in Orange County. I know Christmas is around the corner, you guys, and I want you guys to stay safe during the holidays. And I know this is really a slow time of the year for people who are looking for homes, but it's also a great time for people who are very serious, whether you're buying or selling. It makes you look more serious. Everybody else is out for the holiday, spending time with their families, but the serious ones are the ones who are actually searching for the home in this type of market. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below. It would mean so much to me and help the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.